Or, excuse me, not the left, on the right. Don't pay any mind to the fact that boss is level 72. That's not important right now.
That sounds like resupply grinding to me.
That is actually grinding in Link Battler.
Ah.
So when you have a unit at a certain level between one or the other, when you link them together, you may choose to normalize or balance out the levels between the two. So if I had Koji somehow at level 70 here, I could hook it up to Link Battler and I could make him level 70 in Link Battler. Or the other way around, and have an auto-fire joystick on my Super Game Boy and just let that shit ride. With a Game Shark, or a Game Shark that allows one-hit kills. So I didn't cheat this game, but I cheated on Game Boy.
There you go.
So
that's one way of doing it.
Yep. So everybody at these stupid high levels has their double move available, all the way down through Amuro, who gets his double move at level 30.
Yeah, Amuro gets double moves stupidly fast.
And then the next one after that gets the double move is Seabook at 33.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, I was trying to equip items, and then my eye got itchy, so that's going to be a problem in about 15 minutes.
Oof.
That's going to be allergies. Accuracy, I don't know. Who has accuracy problems right now? I can't remember who actually has accuracy problems. Because most everybody here has all their spells available.
Okay.
I will put Camille...
You got Camille in the DJ SCR.
Yes, I do. Because I don't have... I don't have anything else. Minovsky Craft. Camille can now participate in battle.
Cool.
Because anything that's ground locked is actually garbage. So, on second thought, heal bots. Who's that? That's Erica? Yeah, that's Erica.
Venus A with Erica. Yes.
Venus A. So that's... Venus A is from Great Mazinger, so that's not what I'm looking for.
Hilariously enough, it is Venus A. Because this was back before the V kana became officially accepted in Japan.
So Venus with like a B?
With a B, uh-huh.
Okay. And then Diana Ace, even though it's just A, because she actually says Diana Ace! Which is fine. Yep. That's an acceptable denotation.
Mm-hmm. With Sayaka.
Yep.
In there.
She's there on purpose.
Fair enough.
Now,
yeah, in Super Robot Wars W, what I did is I actually ignored Koji and Tetsuya for most of it. And what I had is Sayaka and Boss just swapping units every mission.
Mm-hmm.
And what I had is Boss and oh shit, who is the other one? Oh my god, I can't forget the annoying robot from Gal Gaigar, the American robot.
The American one, like the music player.
The music player, yes.
Oh no, I know his name, but I can't remember his name.
I feel so bad.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah. Anyway, so I had him and whoever from the Mazinger team was in the Bosporo just resupplying each other. So of course they were the first people to get any Minovsky crafts or flights or anything so that they could fly, which means they could move. And after moving, they used up a little bit of energy.
Mick Sounders.
And they could be resupplied.
Mick Sounders is the name we're looking for.
Mick Sounders, yes. There you go.
I know it's Mike, but I called him Mick Sounders anyway because, I don't know, it feels more like a name.
Sure.
But, yeah. Actually, in hindsight, I almost want to give Boss that Minovsky craft, but the two that I have are on very important units. Because Dan Kuga doesn't have fly yet, and he already has 4 move. That's yeah, it's garbage. Diana A is Healbot B. The Methus is Healbot A, and then the main unit also does not have fly, therefore.
Okay, yeah, main unit kind of needs it.
Yeah, the OG Manami. So, since you're new here, do you know what? I'm sorry.
Recording yet or not? Or not yet?
Yes and no, because sometimes the banter is fun. We haven't started the episode, but the banter is fun. Robot Wars 64 is a weird game, and it is a very informal and improper let's play. So no rules are followed.
Very cool.
Where is our Trash Maiden? I don't know if you've seen any of the 64 episodes before.
I have not. I'm coming into this completely blind.
So, do you know SBT Blue Comet Laser?
Yes, I do.
Have you seen the show?
Very, very little of it.
Okay, yeah, I'm on episode 4 myself. So this route gave us Simone very early in a doll.
Sure. Okay.
It feels like it was the absolute worst decision in the entirety of the game. Like, this unit is trash. This character is trash. So, in the running gags between another friend of mine and Honky, Simone is the trash queen, and thus is this run's joke character.
Okay.
Even though she very quick... as part of the running gag, she was the first person I did super grinding on in Link Battler. Just like, gonna be extra funny. She's gonna earn her spot on the team, and then I learned that double move was a thing in this game.
Yep.
And then she became kind of really good.
I know double move was a thing, but I completely forgot that double move was a thing in Super Robot Wars 1. So I went into that with a surprise as well. Just like, wait, did Tetsuya just attack twice? Wait, did I unlock double move?
Yeah.
And then I went to it and just like, oh wait, no, he didn't double move. What's going on? The calculation in 1 is different. In the later games, it's once you reach a certain speed, you unlock double move. But in Super Robot Wars 1, it's if your speed is double that of your opponent, then you unlock double move.
Oh, that's crazy. Because I tried to do the math on this by comparing Boss, who was at the exact level he needed for double move, and then looking at, I think it was Armoro, and none of the stats add up because Armoro's, like, I guess reaction stat, or whichever one it was like 7 or 8 points less than Boss's at that time, but they both had double move. And Boss can't be gaining, 17, 18 points that fast. So what this game is not programmed well. The limit stat doesn't work.
Oh, cool.
You can upgrade limit all day and it does nothing. Good day.
No, the way it works in the classic series, and I know Super Robot Wars 64 isn't the classic, but it's still Winky Soft.
Yeah.
It's just each unit, once they have a certain reaction, and I don't believe it's a universal number, just each pilot rather, has that customly made for him.
Okay.
Once they cross that number, they get double move, and that's it.
Okay, so I guess it's not a fixed number so much as X character reaches Y number, therefore Z equals double move.
Yes.
Huh. Okay, well, at least that makes more sense than nothing at all.
Mm-hmm. It's just a different thing for each character, but if you do multiple runs, you'll see that at that same reaction, they'll get double move.
Okay, help me find Troa here.
Sure. Gundam, what's the one at the bottom? Death Scythe? Okay, no. Gundam Sandrock, you've got selected.
Okay, then he's not on this page. Gundam Heavy Ore, there he goes. Toodle-wa. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't find it. I don't know if I want to put points into that yet. Post move 3 range. That I can put points into. Finances. Okay, there. That's good numbers. Okay. And so I could edit out the rest of this for later. Or I might not. I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to leave in the banter.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see.
Alright. So then. I'm going to hit this clap. That's going to be the mark. And I will start my intro. It's your boy Zap, King of the Giant Robots. Welcome back to Super Wars Essential Quattro. I have guest.
Hello! I am Bring Stabity. You may also know me as General Revel, or you may know me as Fizzmeister, or you may know me by a variety of other names, but those are the only 3 that are particularly important.
Okay, why do I have you on my stream for Robot Wars? What did you do?
What do I do? Well, I do a few things. I used to be on the Super Robot Wars Game Translation team. I did a bunch of the PowerPC hacking. And currently, I stream Super Robot Wars 1 and Data Live Spirit Pledge. Super Robot Wars 1 is total eye rape, and Data Live Spirit Pledge is a surprisingly fun, sleazy mobile gacha game that I did not expect to be as good as it is.
Data Live is not School Live, right? There's no zombies?
No.
Okay, so let us proceed. And we're going to read from our terrible Google translation for the stage titled thusly, Reunion, My Teacher. The party in the former Japan area begins to investigate the Devil Gundam. First, as a starting lineup, Domon... Hold on. This might be... Yeah, that's... Okay, I'm reading the wrong stage. Good job. Go me. Okay. Right. Further investigation is being carried out. Again, the zombie soldier being manipulated by Devil Gundam attacks him. Who's him? I don't know. Considering that I'm playing as the female super robot, I don't know who him is. But they all say, like, male pronoun in reference to someone.
Okay.
But previously we were in, what is it, Shinjuku?
Sure, yeah, that's the rather famous scene in G Gundam.
Alright. Stage 20, In the Name of the Shuffle.
Alright.
Choose your battleship. I can send Buraito-san in the, I think that's the Argama?
That's the Albion.
Albion. Ah, yes, the Albion. Or I can send the Grand Garan, which actually has some pretty good spells on it. Very useful.
No! Are you saying you don't have any whiny teenagers on your team?
I have
shoot.
plenty of whiny
I'm
teenagers.
getting a call. 1 second.
Uh-oh, what happened? Dano! Gundam! And choose 15 children. So as is tradition, okay, so Giant Robo should be set for defeats. That is not Heavy Arms at Sandrock. Simone, Fa, Healbot the second, Daniel Cougar, Tudo Wa, there we go. Zambot 3, Manami must go. Wait, that's not Manami. Yeah, that is Manami. Got it. AG and the laser. 5 more units. Amro and the G Defensor. Just saying, Go Shogun is good. What else? Katora. Okay, so boss can go for recovery. I don't want Cheeto. That's Hiro. Hiro does put in work. Or Camille. think Tetsuya can come along for now. Fill out this roster. Normally, I would have selected, Domo, but Domo's already out there. Is Domo hyped up, though? That is the question. Domo is not hype. Get some shouting. Shouting. Manami can do some shouting. Musashi. One shouting here. G Defensor. Move on to row. Get in the air. Shout. Boss, solamente. That's fine. Get in the air. Oh no, I didn't send the Dunbine. That's who's missing. Get fucked, I guess. Or, because I made a poor decision, I made a bad pick.
Oh?
Yeah.
How bad?
Minimal bad, but still inconvenient.
Okay.
Because...
Yeah, anyway, what I was asking when you deployed the Gran, I was asking, do you not have any whiny teenagers on your ship?
I have several whiny teenagers.
Well,
but which whiny teenager are you looking for?
You need a burrito slap to help straighten them out.
But I'm not really using any of the whiny teenagers. Most of the teenagers I'm using are pretty mature.
Ah, okay.
Armoro, I don't think is a teenager by the time Zeta comes around.
No, he's not.
Rue is probably in her later teens, so she's not a stupid child.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Simone is, or Manami.
Yeah. Amuro turned 16 in the original series, and then Zeta Gundam is 7 or 8 years later.
Right.
So there is that. So he's probably around 23 by the time Zeta Gundam comes around. 24 in Double Zeta Gundam, and then, hang on, 29 in Char's Counterattack.
Okay, that's good.
Something like that.
Koji? Koji is probably a whiny teen. Or am I just thinking of Impact Koji?
I don't know. You have a great Mazinger around, so he's not... so that's already his second incarnation. I mean, unless the Mazinger Z story is happening at the same time as the Great Mazinger story is.
I don't know if any Mazinger story is happening, but they tend to happen at the same time, don't they?
They do. It's like a next season sequel or a next year sequel.
Yeah.
So there's that. But Koji does... Well, I assume he matures at least a little bit.
Heedle. There we go. But yeah, I had meant to send Marvel, and I accidentally picked Tetsuya. It's like, oh, I can send Tetsuya, and then I forgot that I needed Marvel. Marvel needs to get a number of kills in order to get more secrets, to have Beyond the Todd.
Beyond the Todd.
You know about Beyond the Todd.
I do not know about Beyond the Todd. I know Todd is a character from Dunbine, but I do not know about Beyond the Todd.
Beyond the Todd is either a stage or an episode name in Dunbine. I know it's a stage name across several games.
Okay.
It's just a stupid name, Beyond the Todd.
Sure.
So,
I mean,
I like to imagine it's playing a really, off-key version of Beyond the Time from...
So am I. I'm looking up lyrics right now just to annoy you and your viewers. Let's see here.
Oh, I have, one dedicated viewer that's been commenting on everything, and I don't think he can be annoyed. He's watching my old stuff where I used to split one stage of Alpha Gaiden into 3 parts.
Actually, speaking of Alpha Gaiden, I actually subscribed to you back on YouTube back when you were doing Alpha Gaiden, and then just like, damn it, I don't have enough time to watch this. Okay.
Damn,
Sorry,
that's classic.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
And then I unsubscribed like shortly afterwards, but I resubscribed recently. Anyway, yeah, I've been watching Honky back from when he did Super Robot Wars 3, so I've been a dedicated Honky heckler since then.
A heckler.
Let's see, Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden that failed, Super Robot Wars 3, how long ago was that?
Hold on, I've got a tab on my side computer. Episode 19 that I've got up on my screen is on 2015.
Yeah, that's I see. February 8, 2015 was the last time he updated the playlist. So that's when he finished, and that does sound right to me. Because now I do remember at the job that I started that year, I would fire that up after work and go on a decently long walk, come back, and head home. Because it's just like, well, I could go get some exercise done, or I could sit in rush hour traffic. Well, rush hour traffic doesn't sound at all interesting, so let's go fire it up onto my phone and go for a walk and go watch, mostly listen, but also slightly watch him play Super Robot Wars 3 and suffer.
Word.
And since then, I've been following Honky for quite a bit, and just whenever he... well, specifically my policy is whenever Honky says, "Oh, I'm an idiot," I immediately comment on YouTube. Yes, I agree. Hey, there was a getter change.
Yeah. So the very first time that you change forms in this game, it will show an animation, but only the first time.
Cool.
Like first time ever. So like after that, then it's just that quick little thing there. But it does a whole CG thing. And it's pretty cool.
Very nice. And is that the original Getter, or one of the later ones?
I think it is Getter because it has Musashi in it.
Okay.
We have not evolved to G yet.
Very good. Speaking of G, I just lost him in my last mission on Super Robot Wars 1. The one with permadeath.
Yeah, I may not have seen that one in the VODs yet. I've been trying to catch... since I don't get to catch it live, I catch it in the VODs for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I'm...
that's
pretty
what
much
I was missing. I didn't send AG this time. Oh well, AG's kind of useless. His spells are shit.
He was fun in Super Robot Wars J, I have to say that.
Yeah, I hear that Laser's a lot better represented in J.
Yeah, it was very nice. I had very little complaints about it. Okay. I mean, aside from the fact that, Lou, what's-his-face? The guy in the Golden Laser, his accuracy was stupidly high and his evasion was stupidly high. So hitting him was an absolute bitch. But yeah, other than that, it was useful.
Yeah. Because I hear the dolls even have either a repair or resupply device, and in this game they're just like, you can punch in the air or shoot on the ground. Good luck, fucker.
Boldy has repair and Babel has resupply, I believe.
There you go. So neither of those are Simone.
Nope, neither of those are Simone.
But
originally that was oh shoot. Nope, I forgot their name. Jock Guy and Glasses Guy. And that is it.
Jock Guy, I think, is David. Glasses Guy, I don't remember.
David sounds familiar.
Yeah. I'm just now watching it. I'm only on episode 4. I'm at least interested. I can remember seeing a couple of episodes once upon a time. I think M on 4chan used to or may still do streams. They were running some like... It was like a Saturday or Sunday night. They'd run like a block of classic robots. And at that same juncture, I was also like, on Saturday, I'm going to stream 2 episodes of Combat V. And Sunday, I'll do 5 episodes of Voltus 5. And on the next day, I'll do 5 episodes of Daitarn 3. And that's how I watched it. Trying to stream it to people. But not on Twitch. It was before Twitch. Even though I have double move, I don't know how I want to disperse my people because I know some hardcore reinforcements are coming. I also have a lot of Death Marine over here. I think I know who's going to go handle that problem. People who don't have beam weapons. Okay, and then this game does not have a support system, but it has a support spell called Substitution.
From the, is that like swap from your battleship, or is that something else?
You cast it and you choose another unit, and if that unit gets attacked, the casting unit will substitute in and take the hit even from across the map.
Okay, right. I was hearing something about that.
Yeah, it's weird. And then last map, there's like, it's a G Gundam map where all of the devil enemies are flying. So yeah, good luck hitting anyone, Domon.
Anyway, jumping back a feyo topics to
Yes.
Beyond the Time.
Absolutely.
Mebiusu no wakara hikiyoserarete itsukumo no deai kurikaesu Beyond the Tide.
Hey, it can't be any worse than the time that me and Honky and another friend decided we were all going to be offset and sing Mazinger Z's opening. We tried to sync up, but we were trying to sync up with the music, and I'm listening on my side, and they're listening on their side, and stream delay.
2 copies of stream delay, yeah, so no, I'm sure that was horrible.
And I was streaming that episode, so it was like, But hey.
Speaking of Mazinger Z, have you heard the official English opening of Mazinger Z? Not Transor Z, but the official English opening of Mazinger Z.
No.
Oh, it's good.
Like, genuine good, or it's good?
Oh no. I love it, but no, it's not good at all.
Oh, it's bad good. It loops around.
Oh yes, very much so. And it's even better with misheard lyrics.
Ooh, I used to do that for Durian Gray. That was fun.
Yeah.
So here's our OG.
Okay, yes. Fancy Girl. I remember someone way on M, like 8 years ago, playing through 64. And I want to say that was Opie Missile, but he wasn't using his name, but I think it was him.
Yeah. I don't really frequent M much. Like, I did for a while, but like the biggest interaction I ever had on M was the first time I went there happened to be April 1st, and they just happened to have acquired a disc rip of G Savior, and it was on the top pinned post. It's like, here's a torrent for G Savior, go watch it. I'm like, okay, and I'm sitting there watching it in suspense, waiting for the gag because it's April 1st. It's like, oh, there's no gag here. This is actually the thing. There's no trickery. No shenanigans were afoot. It was really just that.
They were actually genuine.
Yeah, it was for real. Now, here's part of the problem with me trying to fight these guys with Getter 3. Oh, Musashi caught up. Never mind.
Oh?
He doesn't have double move. He's not double move with the rest of the boys. So if I were to have one of them move and then switch over to Getter 2 or Getter 3, turns over.
Oof.
Allergies.
I feel you.
I'll be fine. Now, bullets. Non-beam bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Troa has the all-important confusion spell.
And also, this is back in the day when Gundams had eyes, because they licensed the SD Gundam properties rather than the Gundam proper.
Ah,
And that was a cheaper license.
I see, yes. Ho ho. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I have
seriously,
an expert
The
around.
correct way of doing that is, You gotta go full French when doing that.
No ho ho, yes. No ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Much better.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
I did.
Alright, so.
Nah, I am, well, okay. There legitimately is stuff that just like, oh, you're doing that just to really hurt someone. But for the most part, when someone's offended, that's their problem for being too sensitive, not the other person's fault. But I'm a weirdo, almost free speech absolutist, so yeah, there's that. I think you should say what you want when you want, with almost no consequences. But not a good way to make friends, though.
Probably
surprisingly.
not.
Unless you find similarly situated people.
Yeah, you know, there are some things that you can absolutely say in the context of whoever's around you and suffer no consequences.
Oh, of course.
Like, I can get away with saying certain things at work, and everyone will just look at me like, he right though.
Yep.
But I also
I'm in
kind
a
of...
shitposting group on Facebook that's fun, and one of them is someone just recently put up a picture just like, when you say something offensive but also funny, and everyone's looking around, and then you say, don't worry, everyone's cool here.
Yeah. So, let's throw this iron cutter and hope we get the kill.
Yep.
So, unlike Honky, I play Robot Wars very, very differently than him.
Okay.
I don't care about save scumming. I will scum to the ends of the earth and drink it up.
Alrighty.
If I take a kill shot and I had a 2% chance to dodge that, or they had a 2% chance to miss, you better believe I'm gonna re-roll that shit. It's like, no, that was not according to Keikaku here, sir. It's like, I had a 98% chance to hit you and you dodged. Unacceptable 10-yard penalty. Reset the clock.
That's generally not something I reset on, but what I do is scoping out to see whether or not I'll kill something.
Well, like...
Not just whether or not... Well, no, I take that back. If I cast...
if you invest your resources, like Hot Blood and all the lock-on, your blessing and your gain, yeah, I'm gonna if I miss on a Hot Blood bless gain, no, we're resetting. That's not happening.
Always 100%.
But if it's like I didn't spend anything and it just so happened, it's like, as long as it doesn't kill me.
So my thing is, I don't mind. Well, I rarely invest in Hot Blood and things like that because my specific form of insanity when playing Super Robot Wars is I need all the money, all of it, as much as is physically possible to get out of the game. I know in W, I sometimes deployed on maps that I had more casts of luck than there were enemies on screen.
Ooh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I actually I applaud that. That's knowing your pilots. That's probably using pilots that I normally would never touch.
Yes, and it's also doing stupid things like only getting taking one of the angels. And that's from Oh my god, why am I having such a brain fart?
Ava?
From Nadesico. One
Oh.
of the 3 angels from Nadesico. So they're kind of useless by themselves.
Oh, yeah. The trio.
Through combo attacks.
Uh-huh.
But Hikaru has luck. And I'm like, yeah, screw that. Rest of you guys can go on the bench. Hikaru, you are MVP girl. You are killing everything with luck.
Welcome to
And
the
by
team,
everything,
right?
I mean grunts.
Yeah. Like,
So she goes Distortion Punch with luck on grunts to kill them.
it's like what I was doing with some of the stuff in Impact is, you know, there's so many route splits in this group and that group and the other. It's like, who gets to go? It's like, I have the 3 girls left and only one of them gets to go. I pick them based on aesthetic, so Izumi on team. Give me the emo girl with the long hair. Let's go.
Fair point. I appreciate your style. Long hair does look great on girls.
So yeah, I take characters based on aesthetic or, you know, personal preference. Like, this is my favorite character. You're coming on the team. I don't care what's happening. It's what was it? X had Jireko? I forget which one had Jireko.
That sounds right.
Okay, X had Jireko. Mick Jack was one of my first aces.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Jireko. I stopped watching UC Gundam actually at episode 5 of Unicorn. I want to say something like that. And I didn't get around to F91 or G Savior or a few other things. Or Gaia Gear or Hathaway's Flash. And non-UC Gundams, I got all the way up to like the 3rd to last episode of oh shoot, what was the 3 generation Gundam?
Age.
There we go. Got up to like the 3rd to last episode of that, then stopped. And then season 1 of Iron Blood Orphans. And then I haven't really watched anime since then. I watched Data Live because, you know, the whole I'm streaming the game for it, so it probably would help if I actually knew what was going on.
Fair.
So I almost caught up on that anime, but aside from that, I have watched almost no anime like the past 5 years, honestly.
Yeah. I am a
ever since getting a new job.
Yeah, I'm an obsessive collector. I can't remember off the top of my head what the trigger point was, but I started collecting mecha anime really, really hard. Probably around the time I played Z. And, I had gotten everything Gundam on DVD, like, a month before Sunrise said, yeah, we're going to give you oh, no, we're not giving you Turn A. We're going to stop distributing DVDs to the U.S.
Oof.
Yeah, but I had everything Gundam up to that point. So, Double Zeta, X, Turn A, and V were not available yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one I would have been missing at that point was G Savior. But at this point, I've got every Gundam DVD. I've got 4 and 3/4 of a shelf of other various giant robot anime. Up to and including the really bad ones.
So you mean the best kind?
I'll find out when I watch them. Like, I have AKB 0048 and Idolmaster Xenoglossa.
Okay.
So I have the Idol giant robots. I've got Appleseed. I've got... I don't think I have a written list anywhere. No, there's an image formula macro something or other. I don't know what the heck to call it. There's an image that was put out on M in 2019 that listed every...
Oh, yes.
Every
and
mecha anime.
They update that annually. That's
I
not
need to
something
find. I need to find the new one because I have 2019s. I don't have 2020 yet, and the copy that I have came with all of the series that had been in Super Robot Wars marked in blue. So that's the only copy I have.
Yeah, they've been releasing that Well, that's a one-person project, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's they've been doing that for quite a few years. 2019 is not the first one.
Oh no,
Although,
I don't think so.
Admittedly, I don't know if they've done a 2020 yet.
Yeah, like that's just the one that I have. It went up to the third season of 2019. I'm trying to look at my book real quick to see where reinforcements pop up. All the aces show up in the bottom corner. They can drag their ass to me. That's fine. Yeah. Reinforcement B comes after those. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I just had to check one of the books to see where reinforcements show up. And I'm going the wrong way.
Because of course.
Because how would you know otherwise? How would you know where everybody's going to be? Has
no way of
anyone
knowing
taken
that
a hit at all? That's energy.
That's HP.
Yeah. And look, here's how you see the kill count. That's the only way you're going to ever see a kill count.
Yeah, Zembot 3 looks like it's... Or no, is that energy?
This is kill count.
Okay. But no, on the very left, it's green parts.
Yeah, that's energy. Here's our HP.
There we go. That's the HP scale.
Okay, so that means someone needs to go tap Koji. Love bonus!
Yay!
And there's also an unrequited love bonus.
Oh, one-sided.
Yeah, so when boss is next to Sayaka, that also triggers. I haven't put Camille and Fa next to each other, but that's because Camille doesn't have the Zeta Gundam yet, so he's not on the field.
Okay.
He doesn't get to play yet.
So, Fa doesn't get to yell, Camille! Camille!
Camille! Who pops up? When did they pop up? Oh, that was the reinforcement. That's not what... Is that what this book said?
Oh, maybe someone was looking at the screen upside down. They were playing like on one of those video tables. And he was just looking down from the top, just like, oh yeah, that's the bottom corner.
Right,
Bottom corner.
Compare the other books then. While nothing's going to happen there, so we're fine. Okay, so in the book, at least it's consistent that this is scenario 30. Okay, so the reinforcement B.
The book uses that style that each stage has a unique number instead of like 2 super or 2 real.
Or 17 Manami.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're just numbered and then they show up on the flowchart. But at least both are consistent about where they put the reinforcements. So that reinforcement in the top left, that's correct. But that means there should be another set, in the top center? What's happening? Getter 2 is happening? Getter 2 is happening. Well, good.
The pilot name there is just Zombie Soldier.
Yeah. Oh, so to bring another quirk that you probably don't know about 64 is that the enemies are on an average, as are the pilots.
Okay, so they scale with your level.
Right, but they scale on an average as opposed to whomever's highest.
Sure.
I did when I was doing testing and being an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm actually it's the episode that came out today on my YouTube channel, New Comrades, or the episode after that. The game will calculate the average of all of your pilots and then bring up enemy levels to that. So right now I have aces that have double move. which is, certainly a challenge. But at the same time, it's not like their robots leveled up, just the pilots leveled up.
Yep.
So when I went to just bring up a few characters like Simone and Boss, it was pretty easy to handle because everything only kind of jumped up to level 30 with everyone else still down in their teens. But then when I averaged up all the pilots that I will be using on a long term to their double move levels, enemy levels are now up in the 50s.
Ooh, lovely. I know, at least in J and W, it's scaled based off of the average of your top 20 pilots.
Oh.
Is it the same? Is it the same things? Average of top 20 or average of all?
I think it's average of all because what's keeping, I've got Manami went from 49 to 59 rather quickly. But Koji, he was at his double move was at 62, but I think I slipped up and got him to 64. Sayaka's was like 59. Domon was I think 51. Amro's was down in 30.
Yep.
But,
he's always the first one that gets double
Fa.
move.
I think Fa's level might be higher on my Link Battler cartridge. But like Boss's double move is up at 72, so thus he's here. But I've got characters that I'm probably not going to use that I got before this, which are like Ko, Quattro. No, the Wing Boys came up at the average too, but there's a few UC pilots that I got that aren't going to get used.
Okay.
So Daisaku got leveled up because I needed to do work. Bright's down to level 15. Garalia, after she got recruited, she stayed down. I leveled up Shinobu in Link Battler, and that brought up the rest of his crew to point. Musashi was down in the 20s, but he caught up pretty quick. Quattro is forever on the bench because he tends to turncoat.
What do you mean? He's never betrayed anyone in his life.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Only the Suzabi has betrayed people. My mistake. And the Hyakushiki. The Haiku Sheik. Oh, I'll tell you about that one. David from Laser, he also is bench. A few people stayed, low level, which kept enemies from being up as high as I was.
Okay.
So the joke I was making in your stream some time ago about Char's Haiku Sheik. I had mentioned to you once upon a time, I knew some of the people that were on that data sheet from a play-by-post Super Robot Wars roleplay group.
Right, yes, you were talking about that.
So I knew a few of them, and in order for that to work, you have to express that you can properly portray a character and not have them do wildly unnatural things.
Sure.
Such as Ko Rocky now loves carrots. Haman is going to be friend to everybody. So you basically have to write an application and prove that you can write for said character.
Sure.
My roommate had done that, and she wanted to portray Haman. And because she has terrible, typing skill and will not spell check her own shit, her Word document modifier thing, whatever program word processor, auto-corrected the Hyakushiki, or Char's Hyakushiki to Chair's Haiku Sheik. And she didn't catch it because she just ran the autocorrect and let it go and submitted it, and we all had a good laugh, and it became a running gag that Chair's Haiku Sheik was left drifting in space after the fight was Haman Karn.
Okay.
So it is always the Haiku Sheik. I will always say it wrong forever. There's the other reinforcement.
There they are. They're not gonna leave you hanging.
They're never going to give me up.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and not reinforce you.
They will get infected by DG cells, though.
That they will.
As we can see.
Well, I guess it's time for the old Shuffle Alliance to perform an act of noble sacrifice and save the new Shuffle Alliance.
Yeah, and look, even though we can't see their data, we can see that all the boys are up at double move levels.
Oof.
I wonder what level it would take for the grunts to hit double move.
That's a good question.
Because
get everyone to 99 and find out if it's even possible.
With enough time and paying attention to my Super Nintendo, I probably could. Because if I go through and take every pilot in Link Battler and run them through the auto thing, it'll take probably 30 to 45 minutes to get people up to a point where leveling up really slows down. But it only took like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to get boss up to level 72.
Okay.
I just don't know how long it would take to go beyond the Todd. Hold on. I'm not going to just put Sayaka in the line of fire there.
Yep.
And if Shinobu happens to get hit, then Sayaka's there to heal him.
Well, in Super Robot Wars F, when Honky was playing, it's Shinobu just decided, yeah, I'm going to face tank every single shot that's taken at me.
Yeah, catch all these punches with his face.
Yeah.
Which that is, definitely one of the things that I would be hitting, a save for, is he keeps losing Unit 1. And that's a problem. That's a large financial problem.
Oh, Ava Unit 1?
Yep. So he keeps...
I still haven't watched his most recent episodes, so yeah.
Yeah, well, it's happened several times, so... What?
Several? Because, I don't know, I haven't finished the one from two weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody followed me, and I happen to be on the layout on OBS that tells me when I get followers and shit. So Commissar Bear did something.
Awesome. Congrats to him. Congrats to you.
Yeah, I think he followed or subbed maybe? No. I think he just followed. So he might be done streaming now. So now that we've unpaused, we have gained new party members to the call.
Woo!
Who are you and what do you do, good
hello?
sir? Yes, hello.
I am Commissar Bear, or usually just Bear. I do lots of robot-related stuff.
Yes, you are more famous than I.
Nah. Well, everyone's a small fish in this very large pond.
Very true.
Cool. Well, nice to meet you, Commissar Bear.
Hold on. Are y'all still able? Wait, no. I may have ruined it. Hold on.
Nope.
There we
you
go.
closed the stream, I believe.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to close it. I think it was mostly because I added to the call.
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
Now I can see it.
Because Robot Wars 64 is such a weird game, this is very informal. This is not following any stream or Let's Play etiquette whatsoever.
Fair enough. I'm actually not that familiar with 64.
That's quite alright. I'm learning it as I go.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've never played it. I only know from kind of second and third hand experience, but it is one of the crazier ones. It's one of the ones that they let the team just go, hey, you know what? Go do whatever you want, and we'll see how it works.
You can sign up with Oz at one point, can't you?
You sure
Yes,
can.
you can. You can even go with Romefeller.
Yeah, so when I picked up 64, just, on a whim because I looked at the wiki, it's like, I have this game. What is the flowchart? Oh my god, this flowchart looks hideous. It was like bad colors. So I got Silverclaw off the Discord and someone else to start playing the game all together. And it's like, okay, we need to test things. We need to run routes. And I wanted to take Manami, the female super. And it's like, okay, you take Independence Army. One of them took Oz, and then the third took the complete pacifism route. Which apparently loses out on like 90% of secrets, because who wants to be with a coward?
Yeah, that sounds a bit of an odd route for an SRW game. What?
Yeah, like at first you'll split between Oz and Independence, and then you can make a choice. Earliest in the Independence Army, and then later on in the Oz to go complete pacifism.
Right.
And
Okay,
I see. Like amongst those, if you pick certain routes, certain characters get like one special stage to themselves. So of course I would pick the character that doesn't get one of those. Which I'm fine with.
But yeah, the inherent mathematical part of my brain's just looking at the routes, just like, oh my god, how many unique runs would you need to do to cover all of them?
You want to have some fun? Look at the flowchart for Masokishin.
Oh.
That, because of the way the splits work in that, and the extra, like, the way that the stages can play out, you can't have a proper chart for it.
Oh, lovely.
So they've tried their best, and they've done a good job, but it just doesn't match up. Great game, by the way.
I'll get there eventually. It's part of the project.
For the Super Nintendo works fine?
Yeah, yes, the Super Nintendo. They haven't fan-patched the PSP ports, unfortunately.
Okay.
Or the DS port.
Oh, lovely.
If you were gonna do one of the modern ones, you'd go for the PSP port, because it is just the DS version, but with more.
Okay, well, it'll get covered, but I have the DS one now. I don't have the PSP one yet. Okay, so most of my characters here have double move, except for Musashi, who is gonna get one move in the water and sit there, while Hayato and Ryoma are like, dude, move.
Is this old enough where double move is just on the pilot stats? Like 130 skill or whatever it was?
No. I think it's based on level, because I did some testing somehow, and like Amuro's reaction stat was at a number, I think it was around 150, but then Boss's reaction stat at level 72 when he gets his was at 143. So Amuro gets his at level 30 and Boss gets his at 72, and the math just didn't make any dang sense.
How odd.
Yes. Robot War 64 is weird. The limit upgrade stat doesn't do anything.
As in, it's broken, or
it's broken, but mandatory to up if you ever want a full upgrade bonus on your wing boys.
Huh.
I had somebody do. He did his testing. It was he put he put Boss in he put Koji in the Boss Boro and gave him a bunch of mobility things so he would not be crutched by the limit stat. Tested it, checked the numbers, and then did it upgrading one pip of the limit stat, and no numbers changed.
Holy crap, the Boss Borod's map icon in this, he's so happy.
Yes, he is.
I quite like the Boss
just how
Borod.
sad Boss is.
Dear.
And I
He
had
does
to
eventually get to run a ramen shop.
I guess that truly is when the age of Fatso begins.
Hey, Boss is really good in Neo on the Wii.
Okay.
His his and resupply is post move.
Always nice.
Yeah, and then like he's got the Super Deluxe Boss Barat Punch, which only has 120 morale on it.
Instead of the 130.
Yeah, and then most
That's always
characters have an assault move that allows them to go from point A to point B and punch everything in between. And the boss has one of those.
Yes, they do.
The graphics for this are actually pretty good. Like the 3D backgrounds with the
2D sprite.
Well, not just the 2D sprites, but the way they've got them sort of shrinking and enlarging to make it look like they're moving on a 3D plane. It's quite nice, actually. It's rather unusual.
Yeah, and with this coming out in the middle of the age where like it came out between F and the PS1 remake of 2, so it gets it falls in that spot where where's the voices at? Not in this game.
Well, yeah, your cartridge, you can't get much voice acting.
No.
Exactly.
But you do you manage to have on-disc DLC.
Oh, the Link battle stuff.
Yeah, which is how we got boss to level 72 down here in stage 19.
Right.
But yeah, the funny thing about that initial 3D era, where sadly, if I play too much of N64 or PS1, my eyes hurt real bad because it's just like they didn't get that 3D done quite well yet.
Very depends for me.
Fair point. But yeah, the N64, just kind of in broad strokes, was a more powerful machine than the PS1, just with much less storage.
Yeah, well, yeah, the cartridge is really what hampered it, but it's also what allowed it to do some of its real fancy trickery, because you could have custom programming on some of the chips for the cartridges, which went a long way, and the load times were basically zero.
Yep. Because I mean, by the end of the Super Nintendo era, they were joking that the Super Nintendo wasn't the console.
Yeah, it was
the chips inside of the cartridge were the console.
Yeah, the SA1, the Super FX.
Yep. Yeah, they finally got that emulated properly, and by they I mean Bu, who then renamed himself Nier for like a month and then retired.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they got SA1 support for the SD2 SNES.
Yes, that is cool.
Yeah, that's how I was able to play Master Kishin in English on actual hardware.
Nice.
Awesome. And that's just a custom. Best part is that's a custom chip that he made for the Super Nintendo. By made, I mean just made the specification for. It's cool. The SA1 stuff is really nice. Like you've got fan hacks of Legend of Zelda where they replaced the soundtrack with like a full orchestral soundtrack.
Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff. I've seen more on the Metroid end of things.
Okay.
But yeah, the same sort of custom soundtrack insanity.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered wait, no, she might watch this. I can't say as much. I got somebody a thing that is a repro cart of a ROM hack. So I'm going to see how that works. But like years ago, I was at of all things, a comic convention as opposed to anime. And I got a ROM hack cart for it's what is it? I've got it right here. It is Final Fantasy VI, The Eternal Crystals, which is 6 ROM hacks to be closer to a sequel to 4, as well as being Final Fantasy VI. Huh. They just happen to have that at the convention. Like, yeah, we've got a bunch of chipboards here, and all we got to do is screw this together into the plastic case and slap a sticker on it. Do you want one?
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I used to have their card around for years and I've lost it. So I don't know. Maybe I ordered from their site again and I have no idea. And good night.
Good night, Trash Queen.
She did work. I'm just gonna let that ride because I haven't battle saved in a hot minute.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
And I also completely forgot to I'll always be casting Confusion because I forgot.
Yeah, I've had that problem recently going through Zed. I've got to remind myself every turn, cast Confuse.
Holy shit, sword cut!
Wow.
Wow.
With its little combat knife.
Troa Barton, sword cut champion. Coming in clutch, even though I lost. Bear, I don't know if you're familiar with Laser or not.
Oh, vaguely.
Vaguely?
Very vaguely.
Yeah, I've watched 4 episodes.
I've played Jay.
Okay, so Simone was one of my first units given. And between her and the doll, all sets are garbage. So a couple of friends of mine had dubbed her like the Trash Queen. Because she's just a girl in a trash can tricycle running around. But once I got her up to a high level as part of the ongoing joke, she got good. But bringing up characters to higher level from Link Battler 264 also brings up the average enemy level to whatever actual numerical average the units are collectively.
That's interesting.
So I have like characters like Ko and Quattro and David from Laser down in the 10s and teens, and then bosses over here at level 72. I got Marvel and Show up to their mid 50s. Domon was at like 49. It brought up the enemy average level, but it also brings up averages when you recruit people. So Troa, without having to use him, got himself up to 59.
Oh, so it boosts their default join level as well?
Yes.
That's really interesting.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely something that they took on in a lot of the newer ones, or by newer ones I at least mean like the J and W era, and obviously the rest of the DS era too. Because I know, so my plan when playing W, I know I mentioned like there were stages that I wanted to max out money, so I had more casts of luck than there were enemies. But I was also trying to make sure to get everyone to level 99 without grinding. So I realized that the trick was during the intermission, or not exactly the intermission, the split between the 2 acts in W, all of your units get pulled up to the level of your highest unit. Okay, well. So for that reason, I only cared about the top 20 units, because enemy average level was based off of the average of your top 20 units.
Right.
All my resuppliers were in there. The resuppliers were just resupplying each other to get their level up.
Yeah.
The other units were a little bit below level of the enemy, which was perfect, which meant they were actually getting a lot of experience every time. And the best part was Choryujin counts as 4 pilots, I want to say, because you have the 2 Japanese brothers and the 2 Chinese brothers, and they all share levels. So any experience given to them basically counts as 4 times the experience, because they take up 4 pilot slots. And they're all primary pilots. Like, sub-pilots don't count toward it, but they're all primary pilots, so they all count towards it.
That's why.
Just on 64 for a second, the dynamic camera work, because you've got the 3D backgrounds, is actually really good.
It is.
It's surprisingly good. But then, I quite enjoyed chunky 64 and PSX era polygons, so I'm quite biased.
Yeah, but I mean, even the water looks nice there. So.
Yeah,
so,
you can tell just a little bit that Hayato was skidding across on the shallows of the water.
Is that the relationship boost?
Yes. There is, mutual relationship boost, and then there's unrequited love.
Right.
So boss next to Sayaka, he gets a bonus, but Sayaka's like,
It's like,
eh?
Yeah, ew, stay away.
Go over there in your junk bot. So Tetsuya and June probably have it. I know Simone and AG have it from Laser, but I accidentally didn't send AG. I brought Hero along. I mean, it's not too big a problem, but that was not a... See, there it is.
hey, oh, it doesn't even have to be like directly touching. It's just a
Yeah, it's
a
all
radius.
one space away.
Well, that was 2 spaces away.
One space? But yeah, I hear it.
Yeah,
Let's...
1 space in between them, but
Yeah, so diagonals work,
it's 2.
which is where that goes. But this means that boss can move next to someone and then still resupply them.
The wonderful Done by Music.
Hey,
By
that song
Mio.
is dope.
Yes, it is. I can just barely hear it because it's not loud on the stream, but that's good because don't want to drown you out.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. And there even is an official cover of it by Mio. And it's also good.
Oddly, I'm mostly familiar with like the full vocal versions from Super Robot Spirits. If you're familiar with those concerts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Alas, no.
Oh, they're wonderful.
I heard, and because it's so informal, I don't care that I go look it up on my computer. There's an album, I guess it is. It's got Kageyama and another one of the Jam Project boys. Endo. It's Robo Metal Triple Z, Robot Anime Hen, and that's got it's got some good shit, including Dunmine, Gundam, Macross, not Laser, but the one that I always keep confusing for Laser, or mixing up. The one that Honky's having a problem with because of all the eye fields.
Heavy Metal Elgine.
Yeah, Elgon.
Oh, fucking hell, guy.
It's time for Elgine.
I'm glad Elgime has universal groaning.
Every game it's in just eye fields. Oh,
Barrier does it. With these barriers.
But yeah, I put a link to 2 of the concerts in the chat.
I'm familiar with 2099.
Okay, well,
Specifically.
I'll throw
there's the
this
2004 one for you.
in there. There's that Robo Metal.
I'll
Oh,
definitely have to
Robo
look at that.
Metal. Man. Actually, while we're linking music, have any of you guys heard of Bullet On 3?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. He's just a random YouTuber. I don't think he's put out anything in a few years.
Okay.
But he has some amazing covers of anime songs. So,
The only cover artist that I keep up with that does mecha anime is Megane Studio with all of his glorious
Oh, yeah.
8-bits.
yeah. Oh man, hang on. When would this have been?
Yesterday.
7, 8? No, definitely not yet.
Oh,
So,
God,
I'm
Lincoln
assuming-
Amuro all the way back here.
That other guy wasn't a blue guy, I assume.
No. I actually don't know which one we were looking at. This
Yeah,
here?
No, that's far. I can
Yeah,
tell the Mathis anywhere. No,
That
they,
Zambot.
no, down that one.
That's Go Shogun.
Okay, Ghost.
Uchu, space,
Number
B-rank in
one.
space.
Uchu Space, not very good.
Oh. Man, what was it? EX where it first showed up, and it's only playable on like a couple of maps across the whole damn game.
That seems a bit
That sounds like
rude.
something they do in the classic series.
Do I have anything
It's
that's
such
like... Ah, yes, I do have some A rank in water.
But
This
yeah,
map
that
is
was-
A rank in water.
That's the thing with the Go Shogun. The theme song is Choose Space #1. But he always has a B rank in space, so...
So he's not number one.
That's M's nickname for him. Choose Space, B rank in space. Ooh la la.
Nice! A rank in water. A rank in air. Solving problems since
All the
2000
terrain
since
affinities.
1994. And he can do it again. I know he's over here with his not A rank mobility in water. But
No. Very not A rank.
no. Heroes there. I think Dunmine is safe. Marvel in the Dunmine as opposed to Show. But Marvel needs kills to get beyond the time.
I assume Marvel and Show would proc one of them affinity things as well.
They should. I know there's a list on the wiki.
That's a good point. I'll go grab that.
Of course you're going to attack the one that can't counter you.
So, yeah. There we go. I posted the link to Bullet On as well.
Okay. And what does this young lad do?
So this is the guy I was mentioning. He does covers of a bunch of mecha songs.
And what
But yeah,
style?
last thing he posted was 5 years ago. Yeah, he's got tokusatsu and he's got mecha.
Okay. What is his stylings? Or is just generic cover? There's a couple of musical YouTubers out there. I've been considering going to Patreon and like, alright, you take requests on Patreon? It's time for Trombe.
Yeah, the for Trombe.
For Trombe.
There we go.
Little V
Have a
Mills playing
Trombe.
Trombe.
Yeah. Oh, when M did M Radio, they I remember one of the famous scenes that got memed forever is someone was playing a song and then it got Trump overrided. And then that got overrided by another Trombe. And that got overrided by a third Trombe. And that got overrided by a Blue Danube. And that got overridden by a fourth Trombe.
Wait, so what came before the fourth Trombe?
Blue Danube. It's the only song that can actually interrupt Trombe or Trombe.
Really?
However you want to pronounce it.
I assume we're mid-season of G Gundam then, if the DG Cell infected Shuffle Alliance.
Yeah, it's the first, like, it's the second G Gundam thing that's happened. Like, no, it's the third. In one stage, the Devil Gundam shows up, you punch it away and it runs off. And the previous stage, we were entered wrecked Shinjuku, and Master and Domon took out robots on foot.
Right.
But now we're dealing with the boys.
The relationship bonus is significant. Holy crap.
Do remind me, good sir.
Damage up 30%, damage taken down 30%.
Oh shit, I need to make more use of that.
That's freaking huge.
And only so many people get that.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you got your unrequiteds, which go one way, and then you've got your actual love, which is your double.
But yeah, there we go. I posted a link to the a fan-made English version of Mazingo, sung by Bullet On. But there is an official one by I want to say it's by Isao Sasaki.
Yeah, I had a.
And he's done a fair number of English covers of his own songs. So
Yeah, one of my friends who's been on the stream, he did a couple of like sing-alongs with some really like deep and emotional Near Automata songs, and I'm like, if he can't sing and he still does that and pours his heart into it, why haven't I gotten on my microphone and started shouting the Mazin Go theme? Let me do things. I can do the extra hype. I can be an Annie-tuber. King of Giant Robots and Annie song.
So yesterday during my data live stream, there's this annoying section that's called Endless Corridor. As you can imagine, it's just, hey, let's keep fighting in this endless corridor. Fortunately, it's only 21 stages long, not endless, but it's still annoying and there's not a lot of stuff to do, so I just sang Christmas songs.
Well,
So
that works.
Did
Did you hum along with any of the Parasite Eve music?
What was that?
Did you hum along with any Parasite Eve music?
Nope.
Those are Christmas songs.
Okay.
You didn't know Parasite Eve
Die
was a
Hard
Christmas game?
I don't even know what Parasite Eve is.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness. Good sir. Stick
You-
around
you
tomorrow.
play JRPGs, because it's a pretty damn good one.
I have not played JRPGs in ages.
So, Parasite Eve is a PlayStation 1 classic that came out in 1998, as was the tradition of many classical video games in 1998. Goddamn legends. And it takes place in New York City beginning on December 24th, where super science and biology start to happen.
Okay.
The mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, start to mutate within people, and a lot of crises have to happen. And our main character, Ayabrea, has to solve the biohazard problem. It was Square trying to do Resident Evil, but as an RPG, and it's its own good thing until the sequel happens, and then it just has diminishing returns. Like, I enjoy the hell out of Parasite Eve 2, personally, but you know, the third one is not good.
The third birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking up on Wiki right now. But yeah, I can tell you why I don't know about it, because it's PlayStation.
Oh, yes. You were telling me earlier that you are a Nintendo lad.
I was a Nintendo lad growing up.
And that's okay. I am not mad about that one bit.
So,
Sometimes that's just what happened.
yeah, started off with the Super Nintendo, skipped the N64, then got GameCube and Wii, and then kind of didn't really do anything, stuck with Wii for ages, and just like a year and a half ago, I got myself a Wii U and a Switch. The Wii U entirely for hacking. Well, no, I take that back. I got a Switch 2.5 years ago, and then like a year and a half ago, I got a Wii U and a Switch, both for hacking. So basically, I can keep my personal Switch nice and pristine, and then I can get that Switch that I got off of someone else up for hacking.
Yeah, the custom firmware on the Wii U is basically the only way to make it useful.
Yeah.
Its game library is somewhat limited.
Yeah, I have firmware on my Wii so I can play Neo
Yeah.
off the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Beam!
Tabimu!
With the hot blood, with the bless.
Ooh, the best kind.
That one shot, one kill. Get them
Bye-bye,
large
chickadee.
finances.
Are they supposed to be bosses? I'm
Yes.
not used to seeing bosses with such low health.
Yeah. It's still only stage 20. So the
That's
robots don't have upgrades, but the pilots do. I need to invest more dollars. More dollars. Evasion. And then, you know what? We're gonna see if I need to hot blood this at all. Because it's goddamn Getter Robo.
Testing?
Yeah,
Is
this
it just
is
a lower numbers game overall?
probably. It could be.
I mean, it is Winkysoft era, so...
Yeah.
No hot blood needed. All right. Good work, Getter.
Hooray!
Huzzah, indeed.
I'd say that means you can kill on the counterattack, but you actually don't want to do that because you won't get luck.
Right. And as such, I don't think he's going to have much more luck he could cast. I don't think... Nope, they don't got it. But they weren't dropping a whole lot of money, or were they? Everybody else with luck is way off in the back row. No, I don't want to do that. I want this.
Is there a Bless in this game, or is this before Bless?
I think it's before Bless.
Shame.
Yeah. However...
That's the annoying problem with the old games. You kind of have the, well... should I feed that boss kill to one of my units that needs levels? Or should I feed it to Getter because Getter has luck?
Right, right. I know Manami has luck.
Okay.
The fun thing with the old games is you get some, like, wild skills sometimes, like the really early stuff with Rage and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Rage. That was... Boss got a few deployments because of Rage alone on 2G.
Yep.
It's like, hey, plink everyone a couple of times and then go fight them. Just don't kill anybody with Rage. That's bad move.
Yeah, because you get nothing with that.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
Good day, sir. I tested it. I had to make sure. Are there any? I can't tell if there's any enemies left. I think George to get dunked on is the last guy.
Holy crap! This does have some wild ones. It has Revive, which is just
actually, before
fully
you attack,
revives one unit.
Could you jump back to Dunbine's attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. That is,
That's the weird...
Wire Claw.
Yeah.
Aura Shot.
Uh-huh.
Aura Sword.
Yeah.
Aura Giri. Hyper Aura Giri.
That's
or
correct.
in other words, okay, Wire Claw, there's nothing fun there, so Wire Claw. Shoot. Sword. Sword Harder. Sword Hardest.
That's correct. That's where Honky got that from, huh?
Yes, he did.
And then I commented on that same video, some variants therein of that. It's like sword harder, sword angry.
Yep.
Are you able to use the Hypo Origiri at this point? It's normally
yes. There's no
locked
pilot.
for ages.
There's no The only limit is morale. There's not a limit to
or a battler level.
Yes. Thank you. Holy Warrior.
Oh, speaking of Holy Warrior, have you guys either played UX or watched Brunam's LP of UX?
The sword cut.
Of anybody to sword cut, at least it was George. I'm not mad about that. I'm a little miffed because now she's in danger. But
my favorite sword cut is always Patrick Indian Act in Z2 sword cutting Setsuna, which is incredibly frustrating whenever it happens because it mucks with your. Does that muck with your SR point on that map? I don't remember, but I've had it happen so many times playing the first few maps of Z2.
I've been lucky enough to have a case where sword cut was saving my ass. Like a missile attack, sword. Tomon, I forgot you had a sword. Really, Hero? Really?
Hero didn't cut it. And now does George have Prevail?
God.
Oh no. These are finances! My fight money! You know, I don't think I cast Hot Blood on that one. And the only reason I'm even reloading is because that's money. I'll take a loss on the doll, but no, no. Superman has to be whole for that one. Now, I wonder if this has a case of the closer you are, the more you do hurt.
Oh,
Good question.
don't know
Dude.
the
It's
map
got
for
freaking
this.
Alpha.
Yeah, because I know Alpha did that. As
Yep.
such many people screamed at me. If you do Denkuken closer, it's like, why would I not do it from range 1? Well, what do you know?
Yep.
That, or maybe I forgot to cast Hot Blood on the last move. Who knows? I don't care. I'll save scum. Okay, and now to read from my, Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, this is cutscene time.
Yep. They've come back.
Wait.
Fu-fu-fu-fu-fu-fu-fu.
Yeah, I do like my villain laugh. My Japanese villain laugh. My Mazinger Z villain laugh. Shisho! Does that just say master?
Shisho is master, yes.
No, I mean across the... What is his title right there on the screen?
Oh, that's master.
Okay, I thought so.
That's
It doesn't say Asia by chance.
No, it does not.
Tohofu Daisu Saishu Ogi. What? Who's this man?
It's not a man.
Nope, that's actually not the icon I thought it was going to be for some reason. I thought that was Schwartz's like map icon. His robot icon.
Are they animating, or is it just a slight sprite shift?
Nobody's moving?
No, okay, it might be the way it's Discord streaming.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No.
Who else will show up? More George, Elmo, Joker. Will we get more of the original Shuffle Alliance?
This might
Or
be
is it
the
gonna
only
be
game they ever pop up in. Do they show up in A?
They show up in J.
The original Shuffle Alliance?
Yeah,
Nice.
for just long enough to do a cutscene like this.
Right.
They're not playable at all.
Well, this isn't the original Shuffle Alliance, right? This is still Domon's Shuffle Alliance.
No, Joker there is the
DG
original.
Yeah, so those four with the DG cells, those are the new guys. They aren't part of the Shuffle Alliance technically yet, but Joker right here, with her
Right.
fancy hairdo, she's part of the original Shuffle Alliance. And so is Master Asia.
I suppose if you're just gonna have like a map sprite, if you don't actually have to do combat sprites, you can get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have gotten the other three. That was lame.
Ah.
Big boy himself.
I know. Devil
They're
Gun
all
has
the way
arrived here.
over there. That's annoying. I don't mind the reinforcements.
Brooder.
I can deal, but they're all the way over there.
Oh, have you guys seen that YouTube video that's just someone yelling? Oh no, it's Schwarzbrüder yelling, Schwarzbrüder! And then Domon just goes flying off to the side, going, ah!
No. What
And
is
it's just the same thing on the loop, and it's Domon flying off to the right, and then it's Domon flying off to the left. And it's like he's getting hit by an attack, except the attack is just Schwarzbrüder saying, Schwarzbrüder!
Bruh,
This is going to be
that's-
old enough that it doesn't have like SR points or anything, does it?
Nah, just weird requirements for stuff.
Right.
Okay, so I have two options here. I can go for a high performance radar by destroying Koji, or I can go for a Psycho Frame by destroying Master Asia.
Psycho Frame definitely sounds better.
Okay, high performance
I mean,
radar
attacks-
increases attack range.
Yeah. +1's always nice.
That is a good point.
Problem is, I foolishly believed that the end of the stage was defeating the other boys. Schwartz, what magic
Yeah.
do you have? Schwartz has the all-important confusion.
Confuse. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what's who else has to move? Just Schwartz. This turn's over. They can come for me. It's like I can go for Koji, who runs away at 50% for that HP radar. Let's see what my book says, because I have all 3 books.
I've always wanted to get a hold of more SRW books, but the import price on those tomes,
Yeah,
or the shipping cost, I should say.
Yeah, like for the 3 books, and neither of them were too heavy. It was a total of $40 shipping, I think. But
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I keep buying from the same guy over and over, so they at least understand it's like, I'm gonna give him a little of a break because he keeps buying stuff, and eventually I'm gonna run out of Robot Wars games to buy. I only have 2 more proper titled SRW games to get, and everything else is side stuff like Maso Kishin, Ace, the Real Robot series as opposed to Super Robot Wars. There's a whole series of games that I accidentally have one of.
What are you missing?
J and OG2 on the
Right.
PlayStation 2.
As in OGs, or
I think
OG
so.
second on the PS3?
I think OG second. Yeah, I have OG and OG Gaiden on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, so you OG second is a PS3 game.
Yeah, that's the one I'm missing. Thank you. I apologize.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about the OG series. They just have everything in a weird order. Or rather, weird numbering.
Yeah, well, OGs is what mucked it up.
Yes.
OG,
'Cause then they-
OGs.
Well, because OGs is OG 1 and 2 combined, but it updates the plot, and so that's now the canon one. And so then the follow-on from OGs is OG Gaiden, and then OG Sec.
But OGs is episode 1 and episode 2. Gaiden is episode 2.5 essentially. Second OG is episode 3, and Moondwellers is episode 4.
Yeah, it's reasonably confusing.
Oh, incredibly.
Yeah. Didn't the new Robot Wars announcement stream happen a couple days ago?
It wasn't an announcement stream. It was
That one of those
more-
things.
more mobile updates, and then Obari and one of the other guys playing Shin.
Robot Wars Shin?
Shin Super Wars, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The only one without SD sprites.
Wow. I mean, of all the games, Shin.
I mean, it is memetically bad, so...
So I said this to someone earlier, and y'all could probably correct me if I'm wrong. Is 64 like the second worst selling Robot Wars? Or do we not have
couldn't
any?
give you numbers.
Okay.
I can tell you that the worst selling one was XO.
Yes, I know that.
'cause
That's Mega.
And I proudly
No.
own that. I waited 2 months for it to drop down to $40 instead of being part of a $100 bundle. With it had a couple of Gundam Musou games in the bundle, but it was like 3 out of the 4 discs of Final Fantasy 13. Who would want that?
What?
Yeah,
What an odd bundle.
yeah.
I assume it was just a grab bag of crap.
Yeah, it was like all the Japanese Xbox 360 games he had, and it was Gundam Musou 1 and 2, the 3 out of 4 discs of 13, XO, and some racing game. But it was like, I didn't want to pay $100 to get games that I wouldn't care about and can't do anything with, except for The Gundam Musou games would be cool to have.
They're quite a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I just wanted this, so once he broke it apart, it was $40. But it was not one of the many region-free 360 games. So I had
region-free games.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a handful of them. So I had to buy a Japanese 360.
so for the Japanese 360, what I was finding out is back when I first got my free 360s from GameStop,
Right.
is that the 360 was the console of choice in Japan for shoot 'em ups.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. So a lot of those are region-free. My roommate has like a handful of cave shooters like Mushihime and
Interesting.
Black Label something.
Cool.
But those are
Yeah,
all region-free. They play just fine on our regular Xbox.
I didn't know that.
I am here to educate when I can.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I may not be a master, but I know some things. I've self-qualified for doing a retrospective information gathering, a visual history of Super Robot Wars.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't think I can call it a retrospective if I'm not doing a full-on review of the whole game. Like, I do not have the time to play through each game and review it properly, but I can sure as heck give data and compare the versions.
Yeah.
So, a retrospective is not the right term, or does it not really matter that much?
I mean, a retrospective doesn't need to be a full-on review. It can be just kind of a, hey, let's look back and here's how it went through. It doesn't need to be too detailed.
Word. Now, can I get Hiro in range to at least pop 2 of these? No.
Oof, 1 out.
Darn.
Oh well. He needs to.
But yeah, do you know what percentage Kyoji and Master Asia run away at?
The flowchart says 50% for Kyoji and 30% for Master.
Okay. That's what I get for looking at the guide and not at the flowchart.
What guide are you looking at? There's a guide?
Yeah, there's a guide on GameFAQs.
There's a guide?
Yeah. You weren't following along?
No, I didn't think there was one.
Oh, geez, I could have. If
I
I
don't-
knew, I would have told you.
Yeah, you can throw information at that at me. I haven't been looking at that at all. It was, you know what? It wasn't a plot translation, so I ignored it.
Yes. It is not a plot translation.
Therefore, I was like, oh, this is worthless to me. I can just play the game and figure out how it goes.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, it doesn't say, like, when he runs away at. Yeah, Natsuki should go ahead and close that.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, on the flowchart, it does show that. Kyoji runs at 50% and Master Asia at 30%. Well, do you have anyone with a map attack and hot blood?
No, and neither do I. And I don't have Wu Fei on the map either.
Trying to set up the double might be asking a bit much.
Yeah, like Hito has hot blood and a map in a line, but that would require and expect that taunt actually works, which that spell goes away after alpha. That's an interesting as fuck spell to know exists.
Yes. I was a bit of a idiot playing Jay, but one of the things that I absolutely loved doing was getting my units into a line, making the enemy grunts go down into a line, and then having someone with a high combo luck bless and kill the entire line.
Efficiency.
I had Calvina gain 10 levels on a single attack.
Wait. Amuro is in the Super Gundam?
Yeah, I put him there. He came in the Dija SER.
Surely that should be better than the Super Gundam.
Super Gundam flies.
Yeah, maybe not.
But it's a two-seater. Because
I
one
was
of
just about to ask, is it a two-seater? Good.
yeah, and Fa is in the back seat with her confusion.
Rue.
Wait, who's piloting the
Ru.
Rue's
Breathless then?
Fa.
Oh,
I misspoke. Yeah, Rue, with her knowing she had confusion, she was going to be part of the team. Now, whether or not Fa gets benched, that remains to be seen.
I tend to favor Far in the earlier titles. She tends to be particularly useful.
Yeah, no, that's never been a question, but it's like, eventually I'm going to run out of slots.
That sadly is what I don't like too much about Super Robot Wars. Like, if I just want to go in for a single playthrough, it's just like, oh, I need to figure out who I want to bench. And that's no fun.
Yeah, like, your aces early on end up being outclassed by either personal favorites or actually good units.
Yep.
I just tend to take them as they come. I don't strategize too much.
I've been strategizing more as I go along, as I actually play them more frequently.
Most SRWs aren't hard enough that you need to min-max.
Did you play Impact, though?
Yeah, Impact and A Portable.
And
Impact,
F.
infamously, is probably the worst one, and F is probably the second worst one in that regard.
Impact is... If you're a skill point collector, Impact is not nice to you ever.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh, here's an option. Do you want this skill point, or do you want Love 10 Kyoken?
Yeah.
Like, who's going to pick the skill point?
Someone that's not running Domon, I guess?
Why are you not running Domon?
I don't know. Maybe you got a challenge run.
A no Gundam run?
Yeah, that's one. Oh, or maybe you're doing a draft. I've seen a few people
like
do Robot Wars drafts.
Oh, like a 4-job Fiesta, but with robots.
Yeah, so the way it works on a draft is, say, like, I've seen the best numbers probably around 4. You get a team. You get 4 people.
Uh-huh.
And you say, okay, here are all the robots in this game. Pick one. And then one person picks one, next person picks one, and you just keep going. And kind of like you've got 4 team captains, and they're just choosing who they want on their team. And from then on, you can only use those units. Unless there's no battleship on screen. In which case, you can use anybody who's force deployed until the battleship shows up.
Because you kind of have to.
Right.
But,
Well, you can't put them in the boat if there's no boat.
Right?
Exactly. And then as soon as the ship shows up, you gotta put them away.
Fair. Is, like...
Oh, she's got a great boomerang.
Yeah. Because Impact also expects you to get a skill point when your heavy hitters that could possibly do the boss runs away at 30% are Banjo and Akito. I hope you took that 2 stages that Akito is able to be upgraded and upgraded him. I hope you had the foresight to know that in 10 stages later, you're going to need him to have his weapons upgraded. Good luck, fucker.
Thankfully, Nadeshiko is one of my all-time favorite animes. So.
Right, and you would do that, but how would, like... If you know that they keep coming and going, it's like, why would you spend money on them? If you can't upgrade them now, not this time, now I can upgrade them. But yeah, it's just, bad information, bad planning. Not the best.
And now you can't upgrade them anymore.
Right, they're gone now. They're on their own route once again.
Impact is a
that's right. I gotta find
strange beast.
I gotta find the ROMs for the other compact games for this, because you cannot capture from a Wonder Swan.
Do you actually have, like, Compact 3?
So far, it is the most I've spent on a single title.
Okay.
At $110.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I did a Let's Play of it, and I had to rewrite the translation guide that's out there. With that guy's permission to use his shit as a base.
Cool.
It's like, hey, your translation's kind of bad, your grammar is shit, but I said that in nicer words. Can I use yours as a base to rewrite it? Because I was lucky enough to see, like, can I contact this guy? Oh, his last post on GameFAQs was a month ago about SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays? well, let me contact him. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, just give me credit. And there we go. I rewrote the guide as I played it.
7 months ago. Guide and walkthrough by a Zappa slave.
And I haven't gotten any contacts or messages about any extraneous typos, but that's when I became the Elmeli Tyrant.
Oh, from Nitake92. What was that about a tyrant?
Me and A Gundam are tyrants about the correct names, and I'm especially picky about the Dunbine ones because I had to bust out the DVDs and write them, and then someone kept going back and changing them to the old DVD names of Rimmel and Todd with 2 Ds and Show with OU, but the DVDs are now different and they say other things. Huh?
The official names from
the most recent Dunbine release.
X? Well, SRWX.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Right.
Yeah, no one likes the translation there.
Well, even so, that's only like 4 characters, maybe. Show, Marvel, Cham, and maybe the Todd. Those 4. But like older games have more of the cast, so you know, everywhere that was written RIML, the most recent Blu-rays have her name as Elmeli, not Rimmel. So then that is just me having to be a little bit of an asshole about something. But I guess whoever was going through and changing names after someone else had changed them universally, kind of a jerk.
That's name shenanigans has been a long time issue with the mecha stuff.
Yeah. You know, that comes down to translation woes, doesn't it?
Yep.
Bear, didn't you have some translation woe stories that you possibly wanted to tell, or am I imagining commentary?
I need more specifics than that. I have many translation woes. I'm somewhat notorious for being very fussy about translations.
You can tell me whatever story you want, and I just realized you can't move when you have 0 energy. That's a first.
Yeah.
I've literally never run into that, even though I kind of felt like it was a thing.
I've been hitting that a lot in Zed, like the last couple of maps of Zed.
Ooh.
A bunch of times I just run out of gas, and it's like, oh, I'm going 1 square.
Yeah. I did learn through the testing with the boys, that if you have 9 of an item and an enemy drops a 10th, it will either not give you that 10th item whatsoever, or it will just cash it out for you and you'll never knew that you were supposed to get it.
Aww.
It's like, oh, you have 10 repair kits? Here's extra money. You can't have another repair kit.
I take that back. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that means they actually thought about
overstocking
the situation.
Yeah, but I guess until we had the books, I don't know if it displays that you have an overstock or not, or if you just get the extra money. So, like, how do you know you're supposed to get that if you don't get it?
Yeah. Admittedly, I sell all my repair kits because I'm a greedy money grubber. So, repair kits.
I usually hold on to a couple just in case.
Yeah, I'll put them on a
I have
battleship.
had cases where, there is occasions where it can make a difference, but usually you want to be using your accessory slots on actual useful parts.
Like, in the most recent games where you get that Chivo for having so many of the secondary currency. It's like, okay, let's go ace the character that gives me one of those things per stage.
Yeah.
And then sell that off.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot, I've forgotten her name. What's the dragon girl from Cross Ange?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And then in T, it's the Butler boat. That's what we're calling it.
From
Butler
Strider?
boat. Yeah, Butler boat.
Traida G7. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I actually made a connection with some like Korean dude because of Strider. When they were announcing, I think it was the PVs for T when those were coming out. Like I did my reaction, and then I started looking around for anybody else who did it, and I found a Korean dude, and like you know, I guess a name is a name sometimes, and he like. Strider came up on screen, and we had the same reaction of like leaning back, sighing, rolling our eyes, like, I'm so sick of Strider, go away. And I happened to comment, so I hit it with the Google Translator. I spoke simply. It's like, so you are also tired of Strider.
That was my initial reaction, but then it had that awesome. Was it a team attack? The attack with the whole crew.
Yeah, I mean the animations are cool. It's just like there's just some shows that I'm tired of seeing.
Yeah.
Like I will always kind of like, I get why you're here, Zeta, but please.
Yeah, just go away at this point.
Like can we maybe roll back to pre-Zeta? I'm sure Shiro and Bernie would like to come out and play.
Or, I mean, we go back to, like, actual Zeta and not a new translation.
But yeah, what I was talking about 2 days ago on my stream is I would be really looking forward to if they made another trilogy. But they started off with like really OG stuff, so like they had 1 Year War Gundam, like not even Zeta, just 1 Year War. And then they'd get like original Mazinger, original Getter. And then just kind of, as the series progressed, those long-running series could have their later iterations show up. And just kind of make some sense, unlike all the shenanigans that I heard were going on with Z3. Just like how no one was happy with what happened there.
The angry sprite for Domon is.
I don't think I've ever gotten hello.
Jesus Christ!
What the words? Hit me with the Persona 5. Never saw that coming.
Damn, son.
It was just a regular hot blood, but I'll take it. Fuck. 3 levels and the high performance radar. And of course he scampers off because, one of them is dead. Schwartz runs off, as he do. Pay my small fee. That's fine. Okay, now back to my machine translation. Story after clearing. Gundam Corpse Part 2 helped by Joker as the successor to the Shuffle Alliance joins, and Schwartz disappears like an uncle in the Moonlight Mask. Bitter smile. And for Bear, who is here late, I will throw that at you. That is what I'm using. It is being machine translated by Google. Chibity appears to be fine. George is fine. George's butler wasn't there, though. This is a G-Gun event. 4 friends, Chibity, George's, Sai, Argo, who were training with Domo and appeared as enemies after being... words by the DG cells of Devil Gundam and Joker, the last member of Shuffle Alliance, to which Master Asia belonged, appeared. I am quite busy saving 4 people by beating for their lives 5 people, Domo plus Chibity, etc., who will keep that intention. For combat, there is no problem as long as you are careful about Master Asia, which appears at the end. However, if you defeat either Master Asia or Devil Gundam, or HP 50 or less Kyoji, or 30% or less Master Asia, you will withdraw and clear the scenario So if you want to greedy, map weapon at this point, Wing Gundam, Katoru. Oh.
Catch.
Yeah,
Catch
it didn't process. Like, that's a really bad writing for Hito there. And it's like, oh wait, if you put Katra in the Wing Gundam, that does make sense. Yeah, because he could handle the Wing Gundam. Fucking Shapiro, get off my screen. I hate you. I watched Dan Kuga. But that is the end of that stage. Thank y'all for watching. Do y'all gentlemen want to plug your stuff while we're here?
Sure. So I stream Data Live and Data Live Spirit Pledge and Super Robot Wars 1, the original for the Puke Green on Lime Green Game Boy. So I do Super Robot Wars on Thursdays and Saturdays. So, well, this won't be published tonight, but it is a Saturday today when we're recording.
Sure.
At 8 p.m. Pacific time. And I said yes, Thursdays and Saturdays. And for the other weekdays, I stream Data Live Spirit Pledge, a sleazy mobile game that's a combination of beat 'em up and a dating game, and it's surprisingly fun considering how bad it is. And you can reach me at twitch.tv/bring_stabity, like the Innovade from Gundam 00 Season 2 that got killed by Tyria in a beautiful way.
And I'm Commissar Bear. You can find me on either YouTube or Twitch under that. For Super Robot stuff, I do Super Robo Sunday every Sunday. Getting towards the end of SRW Z, and I'll be doing OGs once Z finishes.
Very nice.
I always wondered what you were going to do after Z. Alright. Thank y'all for watching. Good night, Space Knights.
Bye-bye.
See ya.